Welcome back to this Guild Wars Let's Play. You're with Sambo, and joining us as always is Seraphis Heals a Lot, the amazingly, wonderfully named, what an amazing name I've got, Seraphis Heals a Lot. And joining us as always is the sharp-tongued, fork-tongued Regina Lacerta. How are you this evening, Reggie?
Oh, I'm tickled pink tonight.
Yeah.
How are you?
There you go. You see, now you can't hang anything on me because I didn't bag out my name. See, I think it's a great name, Seraphis Heals a Lot. See, you have to be nice to me for the entire whole episode now.
Oh, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, of course we will. And welcome to you folks as well, watching from home. Nice of you to join us, especially in this episode where Reggie's going to be uber nice to me. There's a first time for everything.
Great, everyone's going to log off now. No one's going to watch.
That's true. We'll lose our readership if anyone ever thought that you'd be nice to me. That's very true. Anyway, if you joined us in our last episode, of course, folks, you'll know that we were running around here in Regent Valley. We came from Fork Ranik, and we were having to crawl our way through all the char and the grawl and the gargoyles, I think they were. You can see the path that we took here as we zoned in here, crossed the river that was, and ended up here in Old Ascalon. And you can see the asterisk on my mini-map there. We've got to make our way to the western end of the Great Wall and hand in a quest. But before we do that, Reggie, I think you were saying that there's somewhere we can stop along the way, somewhere very interesting. I think it was around here.
Yeah, just a nice little... It's a spot of nostalgia.
Nostalgia.
You know me, I love my nostalgia.
Oh, so do I. I mean, I'm not sure actually. I think you're the only Let's Play partner that I have that actually shares my tourist trait. So we won't give the game away. We'll leave it as a surprise for Reggie. But when you spoke to me about it, I thought, oh wow, that's awesome actually. And I haven't been to see this thing that we're going to see since the searing. And of course, there we go. We can see the ruins.
The first thing we're
Ascalon.
looking at is this giant crystal that's smashed through the landscape here.
Amazing, isn't it? In fact, you know what? I actually, if someone asked me, well, what's the deal, Sambo? How come there's all these crystals everywhere? You know what? I actually couldn't answer that question. I don't know why there's crystals. Whoa, what was that? What's on me?
I think that may be... Oh, we're getting attacked already. Yep. I think the crystals are in part of the searing. There was the chars that had that cauldron that blasted things out of.
Oh, that's right.
Like the bombs, I suppose, out of the cauldron.
Ah,
that's
so
what
yeah, all part of those, part of that magic, evil magic. Could be right.
Yeah, they blasted over the wall and it's left these stars on the landscape.
Yep, no, I like that story. Let's run with that one.
Sounds good to me.
Yep, sounds good too. We'll just make up the lore as we go.
What I wanted to see, if we just come round here and stand on this little rocky outfit.
Oh my god!
Do you recognise that?
That's the theatre. That's
that is the actor's stage.
Look at it.
That's where we.
Yeah, that's
where you picked up your mesmer skills.
Yep, and I think
started your mesmer profession.
That's what a good memory you've got, and of course I think that's also where we did the quests where Prince Rurik was trying to get a gift for Lady Althea. Is it? I think
Lady Althea. Yeah.
Yeah. So look at that. It's been
sort of down there that they were having the conversation.
That's amazing. Look at it. It's just been ripped up on its end. And it's almost horizontal there, right where that crystal is next to it. That, you know what, Reggie, you're dead right. That's such a spot of nostalgia there, and you can see the devastation that's been wrought through the lands. Absolutely amazing. Good spotting. That's really cool. I wouldn't have thought of that. Wow, look at the angle that it's on. It's amazing.
I know. Like, I just love the way it's like, you know, they could have left things like that out. They didn't have to put that back in. It's like, yes, we can see the landscape's been all charred and destroyed. They didn't have to put something like that in, but they have. They've
taken the time, including things like this statue here. We've got the old statue of another god there, statue of Lisa, and of course you can read through the flavor text there. Lisa being one of the deities in the world of Ascalon, of course. If you're up with your lore. And this is a great view as well. We really get to see the scope of the Ascalon wall here. I mean, Oh, that's huge, isn't it? It just goes off, fades off into the distance. In fact, it's so long. It's amazing. And it looks like we're going to run the main length of it here. Of course, it does go all the way down to the snowy mountains to the west there, you can see. But we're going to run along this piece of it because we've got a quest to hand in at the end. And oh, look at that jeweled chalice.
Can't actually go run to the top of the wall anymore.
Yeah.
You used to be able to run right across the top of the wall there, but it's been broken off.
Yeah, there's a great big chasm in the way now. Smoking chasm.
And this is the gate that we went through to do that,
the Northern Quest
mission with the Chars, but now it's called the Breach.
Right, so this is the area where we needed 2 people, one up the top to open the gate, and of course you ran through the bottom. So yeah, you're right, that's exactly where we are now. And of course, as we make our way along here, folks, you can see that the map is opening up slowly. You can start to see all the detail, and by the way, it's one of the most fantastic maps. The artwork of it alone is amazing. The amount of effort that went into designing and rendering it must be huge. We can see here that it's incredibly detailed, whereas most of the map is all blurry. That's of course because we haven't exposed it. And as we wander around, of course, all the details underneath come forth. It's just really cool. I love it. In fact, I remember online there's a couple of sites that have basically stitched the map together and sort of given people an example of exactly how big the world is. And of course, I'm speaking about the maps from all of the different game packs, like obviously this one, and Nightfall, and Factions, and also Eye of the North. And they've, yeah, like I say, they've stitched it together as they are geographically. And boy, when you see it all put together like that and the detail that's gone into it, you realise what a huge world this is. It's really, it's like awesome. It's just amazing to watch. In fact, I must try and find it, and I'll see if I can pop a link in the video description.
I've got a link for a good stitched together map that I have used on the odd occasion to. I suppose, well, when I was getting that, I said last episode I got the title of exploration. I was actually using one of those maps to try and get a little bit of an idea of places that I may not have, may have skipped over. Because even though I've sort of gone from pretty much one end of the map to the other, there is parts that I still hadn't even gone near.
Right,
so even though, because a quest may not take you to certain outposts or
That's
hubs.
Very true. You'll have to link that to us so that we can see that for ourselves. And look at that, by the way, sorry to interrupt, but I'm looking at the statue here, the flaming statue. Now we've got the hazy sun and the red sky up above, and we've got the statue in flames here. It's absolutely incredible, isn't it? What an amazing sight. Statue of Balthazar. And of course you might remember pre-searing, this was actually an instanced off area, wasn't it? You had to actually go through a gate, basically, where we've just been, in order to do that.
No, there was a normal portal to go through here.
Yeah, and it's not here anymore.
Yeah, it was.
And here we go, a collector.
No here anymore.
Yep, we can get ourselves some, we've got some blue items there, actually. That's quite good, but we need 3 more scorched seeds. So that's good to know that there's a collector around here. Now, have you picked up a mate there, have you? No.
Yeah, it looks like
Master Ranger.
Well, he's run off on me.
Yeah. He's not part of any quest I've got, though, that's for sure. Alright, now, is it just
me...
me...
I might just abandon him.
Is it just me, or are these Devourers a lot easier to kill than the ones in our last episode, where, of course, we were... Oh, look, the tracks lead off in this direction. What the heck? What are we doing? I'm not sure what's going on there.
Oh, I think we just let him go on his own merry way. We can continue going on the path that we're supposed to be going on, which looks like it's up this way.
Yeah, I think you're right, actually. Along the great northern wall that disappears off into the distance. Oh, and up they come out of the sand, of course. We can't go too far without some plague devourers chomping on our rear.
No, they definitely seem to be quite well in plague proportion.
Yeah. And these ones, though, they appear to be level... Yeah, they're level 4, so they're not quite as high as some of them. I mean, we were fighting level 8 ones in our last episode. That was quite a challenge, I thought. Where are we going? Over here somewhere. Oh, I can see the familiar glow of a green quest icon.
Yes, good old the green asterisk.
Yep. There we go, Gateguard Hollis. Supplies for the Duke. Oh, that's a new one. Hang on, we'll pick that up as well. If you're heading to Piken Square, can you discover what has happened to the supply column? Oh, Piken Square. We'll have a look at our map in a minute because, of course, we've been there before. A mission of peace. Nothing like the jingle of gold. This will do nicely. Yes, thank you very much. Let's have a look at our quest log now. We've got supplies for the Duke. Find the lost supply column. And if we look there, we can see we're going to head into the breach. So that takes us north. And the outpost up north is, like he said, Piken Square. And we've actually visited Piken Square before, haven't we, Reggie, in pre-searing, where it was nothing more than a sort of collection of ruins.
Yeah, it was just a
an area, wasn't it?
And if you didn't know about it, you would have walked through it. Yeah.
Yeah. We've got a couple of hand-ins here.
We did mention that it was going to be a bit more post-searing.
That's right. Turns itself into a mission outpost, of course, so there will be a mission there for us to do. We've also got Regent Valley Defence, which is a hand-in down here in Fork Ranik, and we've got Mission of Peace, which is a hand-in. Oh, look at that! Back in the centre of Old Ascalon. All right, the choice is yours, my fair lady. What do you feel like doing? Do you want to hand in some completed quests, or do you want to carry on and head up north, I think it looks like?
I think if we hand in some completed quests, we'll get sort of those out of our quest log at the moment.
That's a good idea.
Less confusing.
So shall we retire then? Do the crazy trick of dying on the spot?
Oh, absolutely.
All right, let's give that a go. Retire. We just, of course, folks, if you've missed it from previous episodes, basically in the command...
You need to resign, not retire.
Sorry, resign. What am I doing? Type /resign. No wonder that wasn't working. Idiot.
Retiring make it sound like you're giving up,
Yeah.
the rest of your working career.
We've retired. And that's interesting. That's amazing. That's taken us all the way back
made redundant.
But yeah, made redundant. That's taken us back to Fork Ranik, which is great. So obviously it doesn't retire you to the nearest outpost, but instead it actually retires you to the most recent one you were in. Outpost. Yeah, amazing. Let's have a look. Which quest do I want?
Out again?
Regent Valley Defence. That's what I'm after. Whoops, wrong one.
I think I had the wrong one highlighted as well. It told me to go back out the gate.
Yeah, same here. Whoops. Alright, here he is.
Yeah,
Lord.
We know what we're doing.
We do know what we're doing. Cough. And there we go, all handed in 500 XP. Now I need a merchant because I need to make some sales. I haven't emptied my bags for so long. So let's go to the old sell screen. Yep. What do we got here? What can I get rid of? Tall shield, we don't need that. An air staff, I don't want that. Skeletal limb and spider legs. I can't remember if I think they're used for collections.
They're salvage items.
Oh, are they salvage? Hang on, I better go into my inventory, I suppose.
Collectors or salvage, I think.
Oh. Hang on, I know that I've got... What's that? A hand axe. Where is that? Let's get rid of it. Oh, here we go. Air staff. Sold. Tribal blade. Hand axe, an ornate buckler, a long bow. Gosh, I've got so many bags to go through. It's amazing. All right. Unidentified.
There was a bow that I picked up that's a lot better than mine.
Oh, that's handy. It's always good.
Yeah, because the current bow I'm using is damage 7 to 10, and this one is damage 11 to 18.
Oh wow, that's a massive upgrade. Congratulations.
I think that's a bit of a great upgrade, yeah.
Yep. And of course, remember folks too, if you've got an item in your bags that appears as unidentified, which is like this flat bow here, we use our identification kit to identify that. What else have we got? I'm going to drop these in some other bags to make some room here. And we've got salvage items here. We'll drag them into our first bag just to make it easier. There we go. Unidentified. So a bit of inventory Tetris, if you like. Salvage item. Got a specific salvage item there, obviously.
Tetris is always fun.
Yeah, always fun. Making us some tanned hide squares, which is good. Now, if I remember correctly, I think there's actually a Zunlai chest here, I think. I'm not looking around, but if so, that'd be handy, because of course we can pop some of our crafting materials into that, into your storage.
I think there's Zunlai chests in all the outposts, isn't there?
Yeah, I think you're right, actually. I do think you're right. Identification kit. Alright, so now, guys, I've run out of my salvage kit, so I think we briefly touched on this last time. I've now got a choice. I can choose from two different types of salvage kit. One is a normal one, which costs 100 gold, you can see there, but we've also got this expert salvage kit, which allows us to salvage upgrade components as well as crafting materials. So I'm actually going to buy one of them for 400 gold. And there it is, and I'm going to show you how that works, because it does act
you
a
have
little...
400 gold, Mr. Moneybag.
Mr. Moneybag. Well, I actually withdrew a whole bunch out of my chest last time we played, so I probably shouldn't be spending that money. But
you cheater.
Well, we're going to do it anyway, because, hey, we should see what this expert salvage kit does. And let's get ourselves an item where we have some... Here we go, okay. So here you can see we've got an earth wand. And it does earth damage 5 to 8, but it also has an ability there, halves the skill recharge of spells. Now if I use my expert salvage kit on here, oh, okay, that one didn't allow us to actually extract anything. I'm going to try and find an item, hopefully I've got one, that allows us to extract its unique abilities. Here we go. Alright, this one here, let's give this a go. Alright, so you can see we've got a long bow of char slaying. Halves, it's got a couple of things there. Damage plus 15% and a halves the skill recharge of spells. Now hopefully if I use my expert salvage kit on it, there we go. Now you can see that this window has popped up and it's got a choice for us. It says here, the long bow of char slaying contains magic components. What do you want to try to salvage? And you can see here that we've got bow grip of char slaying, which attaches to a bow, and it basically becomes an item that we can then salvage and use on another bow. So in other words, you might get a weapon that has this particular magic component on it, but it's not a weapon that you want, but you do want the magical skill on it. Well, through the expert salvage kit, you can use that weapon to grab that skill off it. Now it says here you have a 50% chance of destroying the longbow of char slaying if you try to salvage it. So you do take a chance. We're going to hit salvage. And luckily for us, you can see here what's happened is that we've got this bow grip of char slaying now, which is classed as an upgrade component, and it's got damage plus 15% and it attaches to a bow. Now obviously what we'll do is we'll give that to Reggie, because she could certainly maybe apply that to one of her weapons and give her an extra damage. So that's a really cool thing to do. And you can see here that the 50-50 chance, it worked in our favor. So we will always get that magical component, but we may lose the bow in the process. Now in this case we've actually managed to keep the long bow. As you can see, it's there in my inventory. In the meantime, here's Reggie. So
you've been able to keep the bow, you'll be able to resalvage and then still get the crafting item as well.
Exactly, so it's like a double bonus, so we're very happy about that. In the meantime, this is a present for you. There you go, submit that offer. You can see there it's going to give you a damage plus 15% versus char. And of course there's hundreds of char, as we know. So let's accept that offer there. And oh look, she's given us a gold as well. That's very nice of you.
1 gold.
Thank you very much. We appreciate that. Alright, let's salvage the rest of these items here. Give us some crafting materials. 8 spider legs. Gosh, we've got lots of things to salvage. Good lord. Spider legs. What's the spider legs giving us? I'm not sure. Let's have a look.
I think that I think that gives you. Does that give you the glittering powder?
Oh no, it's giving us chitin fragments actually, interestingly.
Oh, okay.
So they turn into that. And we've got one more to go. There we are. What else have we got here? We've got a frost artifact, unnatural seeds, skeletal limbs. We've got all sorts of things. We want to keep the char carving and the singed gargoyle skulls, of course, because they're used by collectors. And skeletal limbs, not sure what they give us. What are they giving us? I'm honestly not sure. Anyway, there we go. Alright, so now it's time to head to the bank. Where is the bank? Where's the chests? Am I being blind?
Just hold down your Alt key and you'll find it.
Yeah, I am. Why?
It's up the top.
Oh, look, it's way
If
over
you
there.
Hit space on me, you'll.
Ah,
I'll
thank
running
you.
Up there now.
No wonder I couldn't see it. It's miles away.
It's where the famous pants incident occurred.
Oh, that's right. Of course, pre-searing. This was the sisterhood of our travelling pants. All right, there we go. A Zunlai chest. Let's open up our inventory and go to the crafting pane there and see if we can drop some of these crafting materials in. Granite slabs. We've got glittering dust, bolts of cloth. What else have we got? Dull carapaces. Lodestones, no, they won't go in. I don't think cupcakes will go in. Wood plank, that'll definitely go in. Bones, they're a crafting material. Tanned hide squares, although I think we're chocker. Might have another slot. There we go. I've had to spill over into another tab. Gosh, my bank is so full. Char hides, oh, they're a salvage item actually. We need to salvage them down, so let's do that. Talk about having to manage our inventory. Good lord, got so much stuff.
It's all part of the game, really. It
no, it is.
Does
it's like
take its time, and it is worthwhile.
Absolutely.
Especially when you get into the more rare crafting materials that can give you the better weapons and armor.
That's very
it's
true.
All worth it.
Very true indeed. Got ourselves some ornate Grawl necklaces there. And what else can we put away? I've got all sorts of weapons here as well. Dull carapaces. Wow, so much stuff. You know, I'm going to need I think, need to buy myself a new tab at some point. So I'm going to run out of space. Alright, sorry about that. Taking all sorts of time. What do we got here? Miniature. Oh, I've got all sorts of pets in here. Gosh, I'm going to have to go through my inventory one day, you know, and sort it all out. Anyway, in the meantime, that's us. Couple more bits of jiggling around. Alright, so what do you feel like doing next? What have we got? We've got a couple of missions. We've got shall we map travel to Fork Ranik perhaps? Because I think we've got a hand in over there. Is it? Wait a minute. Let's have a look. Oh no, we are at Fork Ranik. What an idiot.
I was about to say we are in Fork Ranik.
What?
I think you mean.
Yeah, where do I mean?
Out the gate of Ascalon. There's where the caravans.
The mission of peace. All right. Should we map? Are you able to map travelers to Ascalon?
I can map travelers to Ascalon.
There we go. And of course, remembering, folks, that it's the party leader that needs to do that in order to keep the party from breaking up. At least we don't have to resign when we're in an outpost and kill ourselves, which always seems crazy to me.
It is.
Alright, now I need... Where's a general vent? Oh, look, we've got a quest here, by the way.
Oh.
Vanguard of Equipment. And they want to... looks like he wants us to go into Regent Valley. That's okay, we can do that in another stage. We'll take that.
You know, I always found when I was playing this to start off with, I was just picking up every quest I could find, and then sort of trying to do 3 or 4 or even 5 quests at a time.
Yeah.
So when I'm out and about, and I'll sort of complete a little bit of this and complete a little bit of that one while I'm on the way, and
yeah, that is a good way of doing it.
Save me from doubling up on areas.
Yeah, that's very true. And of course, in order to get to that point, your best... well, what do we got here? Oh, I've got a whole bunch of stuff that I didn't know I had. Wait a minute. In my bags. Where are they? Oh, they're in my special small equipment pack that you bought me. There you go. How about that? Now, what is this? A holy staff? You know what? I should really upgrade. I think I'm still using my gear from way back when. So I probably
Not just starting staff.
Yeah, I think so. I should probably do something about that, shouldn't I? I know. Energy plus 4.
Terrible.
3 divine favor. Let's have a quick check because, of course, folks, some of these things require that you have a special... Oh, and look at that. I've got 5 unused attribute points as well. Gosh, I'm being an idiot. This thing requires 3 divine favor. And let's see if I'm using any. I'm not using any. Inspiration magic. What's that? Energy plus 4 and inspiration magic plus 1. I'm not using any of that either. Alright, so I'm just going to actually sell those because they're actually no good to me. But what I do need to do is put some points into... Yeah, there we go. Had to put some points into my attributes because I hadn't even done that.
The most.
Terrible, yeah. Okay, there we go. Sell. Alright, so as we run out of time, I think it's time for us to do some hand-ins. I'm on you, following you. You'll probably know where to go better than I.
Lovely.
And which one are we handing? A mission for peace, I'm guessing.
At the gate. Yeah, we're going back to the caravans where we pretty much started this episode.
Right. Oh, yep, so we are.
I'm sure we're going to run over one of those devourers straight away.
Oh, yeah, look at that. You did right. Up from the sand it comes, straight into combat.
Actually, it looks like Ambassador Zane has moved, because he was over where those caravans are. Right? Or have I got the wrong... I've got the wrong quest highlighted, of course I do.
It's so easy to do, isn't it? And,
it is!
In a way...
If you pick a quest up, you've got to go back.
Yeah, you know what, it would be quite nice to have an option in your options, because of course sometimes it's nice to have it automatically update to the latest quest that you've picked up, but it would be good to have an option to be able to toggle that off so that it just stuck on the quest that you had selected. That would be nice too. Anyway, maybe if a ArenaNet Guild Wars dev is watching, maybe they can take that feedback on board. Unless, of course, there is an option.
Thank you for the game, we love it.
We do love it. Hello, Ambassador. There we go. Oh, and I got myself another jeweled chalice. Let's see. What's this one? Requires 5 illusion magic. What have I got there? No, I've only got 1. Never mind. Alright, so what else have we got in our quest log? We've got supplies for the Duke. That's taking us north through the breach. And we got this Vanguard equipment one, which looks to be taking us into Vanguard Galley. Both of those... Vanguard Valley? What the heck? Vanguard Valley? Regent Valley? Oh boy, it's definitely time to log out. Valley? I'm getting tongue-tied and brain dead at the same time. I'm never going to live that down, am I? Good Lord. But with only a minute on the clock, that's probably it for this episode. As we journey through Ascalon, slowly opening up the map. You can see there in this episode we opened up a huge chunk of the map under the Great Northern Wall there. And of course we've got lots lined up for the future episodes. We've also, Reggie, got to do the Fork Ranik mission. That's something we mustn't forget. That'll be lots of fun. Where no doubt you'll probably save the day.
Complete the Great Northern Wall.
Yeah, with
Great Northern Wall mission. There
you go. Look at that. The tongue-tied is catching. That's right. The Great Northern Wall mission with our bonus item. Because you're still carrying around those pieces of armor, I take it.
I am. I've got the 3 pieces. I've got. I think I've got like a chest piece. Chest piece. Graves and a helmet.
Oh, okay. So you won't want them.
The only thing I need to get is the guy's pants.
Oh, the pants. It's always about the pants. What is it with pants?
It's all about the pants.
It's a
I
pantanus.
don't know.
Good Lord. Well,
It's
of course.
a worry.
Well, the other thing though is that they'll all be taking up space in your inventory, which is no good, and we don't want that. So
They are.
yeah, so maybe we should do that at some point. Anyway, as always, thank you guys at home for watching this episode. Certainly hope you enjoyed it, and more than that, hope you join us on the next episode. Until then, of course, it's me, Sambo, Seraphis Heals a Lot, and the lovely Regina Lacerda saying, take care, have a great day, we'll see you again, and bye-bye.
Bye-bye.